Hey everybody, I'm Isaac with Fun Football Podcast. We got Nick with Roll Coverage Pod, and this is our top 5 teams. Please go subscribe to Roll Coverage Podcast. He's trying to hit 1,800, and please, I don't know where I'm going to be at when this video comes out, but I'm at 986 right now. Please, I want to hit 1,000 this week. That's my goal.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Yeah, it's coming. I've gotten like 20 in the last 2 days, so. But please go check it out. We did a week 3 recap, and we've got a top 5 quarterbacks video coming out as well. But this is our top 5 teams. We're going to rank them from 5 to 1, and I'm going to put them in the ticker as we go at the end. So that'll be cool. So I'll put it in there. My number 5 team, I know you're going to disagree with it. My honorable mentions went to the Colts, Bucks, and who's that undefeated injured team? The 49ers. I was being respectful to 3-3-0 teams, even though I don't actually think the 49ers are top 8, but they deserve it. They've won some tough games with a ton of injuries. So the Bucks, that's why they're not top 5. And the Colts, they did beat the Broncos, but they beat 2 bad teams. I love what I'm seeing from Jonathan Taylor and Daniel Jones and the receiving core and the coach. I want to see one more win. I believe this week, if I'm right, I think they play somebody harder this week. I think they play somebody decent. And if they win this week, let me see.
Who are you talking about?
The Colts.
The Colts are playing the Titans.
Oh, well, never mind.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That was this week.
I think they play somebody solid this week.
I'm sorry. The Colts are playing the Rams.
Oh, well, there you go. If they can beat the Rams or even hang with the Rams, my respect level, it's in LA, and the Rams are going to be ticked after blowing that Philly game. My respect level for the Colts goes up significantly. But those are my 3 honorable mentions. My number 5 team in the NFL right now is the Detroit Lions. They've looked great since the Green Bay game, but I had Green Bay above them because Green Bay beat them head-to-head, and I don't always do that, but it was recent. But the Lions, since that Packer game, laid the smackdown on Ben Johnson. You've seen everything you want to see from Dan Campbell and the Lions, other than the Packer D and Lambeau destroying them.
Yep.
And the Packers offense looked good that game too. But that's why I got them at 5. They've looked great. They looked great against Baltimore. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't really think much of the Bears yet.
No, that's okay. I think they're a year ahead. I think it's just a little bit too early.
They're a young team. It's like Green Bay.
And that's somebody that drafted Caleb Williams 1.6 in a dynasty.
Hey, well, that looked good for you this week.
I should have taken Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah. Well, I took Brian Thomas Jr. Look how that's working out for me.
Right.
And I traded for him. Yeah, that's great. Jonathan Taylor has been saving me, though. But I've got the Lions at 5. Who's your number 5 team?
Well, first I'll say honorable mention is going to go to the Chargers. I think that they're really good, but I don't believe in Herbert, so I'm not going to believe in them yet, especially with the loss of I'm pretty sure they lost theirs. They lost J.K. Dobbins, didn't they?
Najee Harris.
Najee. There we go. I'm sorry.
You're good.
They lost Najee. Yeah. So obviously now they're going to be depending on Amarian. I do like Ladd, but it doesn't seem like he's the same wide receivers last year. The quote-unquote second-year regression.
They got Keenan Allen and Johnston taking his targets.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yes.
Not bad for the Chargers, though.
Agreed. They're winning games, and I think they're going to do well. But honestly, my 5 is going to be your team, the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, they made your list. I knew they would.
Did.
The defenses looked that good. I get it.
I do. And to be honest, I love your run game. I do like your wide receiver room. They just can't stay healthy. Whether or not it's Devontae Adams cursed you on his way out or whatever it was, there's something going on in the water in Green Bay when it comes to the wide receivers. I don't know if you guys need to ship them water in or something like that, but don't let them drink it because something's happening. Defense, though, lights out. I love it. That's actually what I know as a non-Packers fan. When I think of the Packers, I think of defense. I don't think of Aaron Rodgers. I don't think of Brett Favre. Those are fine pieces, but your defense is really what won you championships. And to be honest, last year when we saw the Eagles play the Chiefs, the defense is what won that game. When we saw this Browns Packers game, the defense was the decision of that game. Lions Ravens, it was the defense. So I feel like we keep going back to that. So for that reason, I can't keep the Packers out of the top 5.
And I agree with you. If they run more 12 personnel, they have a good second tight end, Luke Musgrave, if he can stay healthy. You can run that 12 personnel, get Golden going a little bit, do some Savion Williams stuff, and see if you can keep getting Dubs or Wicks involved until Reed and Watson come back. Or you can make a move for a receiver, go all in, all in and see if this team can do it, because this looks like a Philly situation if you get a receiver where the talent level might just be so stacked that you just need good play out of your quarterback instead of a Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow when he was
Correct.
healthy. To
And with
get you
Joe
to a
Burrow
Super Bowl.
out, T might be on the trade block depending on how bad it is. So
That would be the guy.
I would wait and as long as you can and try and get to get to week 8 and the bye before you do anything.
So my number 5 team was the Lions. My number 4 team is the Packers, just out of respect that they beat the Lions. I know they stunk it up against the Browns, but I still love this defense, and they only give up 13 points in a loss. If the offense can just play halfway decent, like they did the first 2 weeks. Like in the first 2 weeks, they played pretty good. I mean, Washington D isn't anything special. Lions is solid. If they can get to 20 plus points, this defense, that's enough for this defense to win 80% of their games, probably.
Agreed.
So I've got them at 4 because I want to see more from the offense, and that game sucked. I hate the way it was coached. I hate the way it was played on offense. Hell, even the turnover, like takeaways. This defense thrived on that last year. I want to see more of that, but they generate pressure. I'm assuming that'll come because it usually does when you generate pressure on the QB. But offensive line scared me a lot in this game, and they've got injuries, but yet I still have them at 4. I almost left them at 3 ahead of my 3 team. But I was trying not to be a homer. So yeah,
That's okay. Yeah, I think that Aiden Hutchinson absolutely blows stuff open. The Lions are definitely a team to compete. Your division is definitely another gauntlet of a division.
It is, man, especially if the Vikings are this good.
Yeah, right. I got the Lions a little bit higher, so for me, I got them at 2 actually.
Oh, who's your 4?
My 4 is the Ravens.
Oh, they didn't make my list because I got to see them finish games.
I agree, but they're so good. If they were to play anybody else, like the only reason why I have them there is because they lost to the Lions, and I hold the Lions and truly like it's going to take a collapse by the Lions to lose that game. I'll give them the week 1 loss to the Packers. They just got Micah Parsons. They're rejuvenated. You lose Ben Johnson. You don't know how the offense is going to work. It's kind of wonky. Okay, that's fine. Just like your game against the Browns. Okay, week 3, it's still kind of early. Let's just kind of let these things work it out. I'm not going to write home about it yet. Now, don't get me wrong. If we get later in the season and the Lions, can't put up 15, 20 points, then I'll have some concern. But right now they are shelling teams. So I gotta leave them up there. And the same thing with the Ravens. The Ravens are scoring at a high level. They lost this game because of a fumble, not because they weren't able to put points on the board. Yes, they should have been able to get some stops, but you couldn't get stops against a top 5 offense. Hey, it happens. Sometimes it's just not your day.
I just worry about that defense that happened with Buffalo and the Lions. Those are 2 of the best teams in the league. They're both in my top 5. However, they let the Browns hang too. They really haven't played that great. Yes, they started this way last year, but I kind of thought this team after the playoffs last year would come out angry and motivated. And I'm starting to have some serious concerns about Derrick Henry and the defense and the coaching. But
I would say that
but
the Browns are in division. We know how division games go. Like my Panthers just shut out the Falcons. So the fact that that these games are even close, the fact that the Dolphins could hang with the Bills for a game for 75% of it shows you how weird those division games are. So that's always one that's a toss-up that I always hate betting because division games could either be, a slogfest where it ends 9-6, or it could be a 38-40 kind of game.
I would also the biggest concern for me, the Ravens, is if that defense doesn't step up and they're given over 30 points a game, that team is going to struggle to get to. They'll win 9 or 10 games, but it's going to be like the Bengals last year. If that defense doesn't improve, it should though. They've got talent, but if they got to improve, or they're going to be like the 2024 Bengals, where Lamar is out there throwing for 3 touchdowns a game with 40 something passing TDs.
Yep,
that's where we're at right now. But it should improve. Harbaugh's a good coach, even though I've got some questions, but that's something I'm keeping my eye on with them. But the thing with seriously, the Lamar thing was crazy this week. They play the Chiefs in KC, which is going to be a hell of a 1-2-1-2.
The Ravens are going to smoke them.
They better.
I might bet the Ravens plus 14.
I would
14.
They do it. I would do it. Okay. My number 3 team is the Chargers, out of respect, because I was really impressed with what they did at the Broncos and what they did to the Chiefs. And Justin Herbert sometimes it just when you get the right coach, it starts to click. I still have questions about the guy, but if
Yep.
he's got 3 weapons at receiver, that's a lot better than last year. Keenan Allen looks like he's fitting in like a glove there. Quentin Johnston's finally playing like the guy they thought he was when they drafted him, and you
Yep.
still have Vlad. I want to see what Hampton's got, but I love it's more trust in Harbaugh.
I agree.
I trust this Harbaugh. I don't trust the other one, even though that one was Super Bowl 13 years ago. I trust this Harbaugh to get the most out of this team.
I do too, but I still don't think Herbert can do it. I think Herbert is a little bit elevated version of a Jordan Love. He's a more of the gunslinger version, in my opinion. And I think that, he wants, I'm not sure if you saw the quote, but Harbaugh woke up in the middle of the night and said that he wants to get Herbert to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, that's a crazy thing to say. And I feel like he's starting that by trying to win him an MVP. So that means he's going to have to go out there and throw the ball and win games. So I like the Chargers. Like I said, they were my honorable mention. So I definitely think they have something, but I do think they're winning a very specific way. And I think that some team soon we're going to see just come out of nowhere and just hit them in the mouth. And we're going to be like, oh, so that's how you beat the Chargers. And I think they're going to be able to go in those barn burning, 44-47 matches. It's can you win those, 14-7 matches? Because I think once you can truly get after Herbert, he's going to crumble. Obviously, a lot of them, like we talked about with pressure, but Joe Alt, Rashawn Slater, you guys have a pretty decent offensive line. It's just
is Slater the one that's out for the year?
Yeah.
So they got Alt, and that's why I'm wondering if it's hurting their running game because they want to run the ball, and they weren't able to this game. Harris was okay, but
they're not going to be able to run the ball because they
barely hit on
both of them.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Hampton can be that bell cow because if he's not, then I think you're right. That's going to put a lot of pressure on Herbert. We're going to find out if he's got it because so far under pressure in the playoffs he has not. But
correct and
limited sample size too.
Yeah, but that's also his fault too. It's limited because he can't get there. So.
I'm curious if the coach is going to make the difference and the coordinator. We're going to find out. Who's your number 3? So I got Lions,
the Rams,
Chargers. You got the Rams. Damn, dude, I should have put the Rams as honorable mention.
I like the Rams way too much. I love their defense. I don't care what anybody says. I was a Panthers fan, and I hated that we let Jared Verse pass us. Now to see him flourish as a Ram, of course he flourishes with McVay, Braden Fisk. Of course he flourishes with McVay. It seems like this team was ready to get a step back when Aaron Donald retired. Yeah, none of that happened. No stutter, no nothing. Defense honestly looks like it's better than when even Aaron Donald was there. They are really able to get after guys. And as long as they can keep that pressure, they're going to be able to win games. I do have a concern with Matthew Stafford. I do have a concern with Kyren Williams. But so far, the Rams have showed me that the defense is going to be able to win them games. I do think that the Eagles game was an aberration. Just like with, again, the Packers game and all that other stuff, I think it was way out of left field for that to happen. And in any other team, they would be able to close that out. So I think that it's possible. I also think that, McVay maybe took his foot off the gas a little. I feel like Puka could have done a little more, stuff like that, but it also circumstantial. I'm not out there trying to beat the Eagles, which, again, in my opinion, are the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree. There's a couple fourth downs they could have gone for it. That's it. But no big deal. I got the Eagles at 2. The reason I've got them behind my number 1 team, which I bet you can guess what it is. It's just I haven't seen them at their A+. Sorry, wife's messaging me. I feel like I haven't seen their A game except for the second half against the Rams. They've just done enough to win. Which, I mean, they've got talent all over the place. I do think their defense may be a little less than it was last year. That tends to happen when you're in the second year of a possible back-to-back. That happens to a lot of teams in NFL history. But hunger isn't quite as there, which you can see it. But I like that they showed you that they can play their A+ game when they need to. I just want to see if they can turn it on before they get down by 19 points to good teams.
Agreed.
Because I don't think they're going to be able to do that to everybody. But impressive. Saquon's still awesome. A.J. Brown's still awesome. You still got Devonta Smith, Jalen Hurts. Lane Johnson needs to get healthy or they're going to have problems because they always have when he's hurt. Again, I think the defense is a slight notch below last year where they were kind of like the Packers, just stupid good.
Yeah,
less built on pressure, more on their linebackers and their secondary, but their pressure in the Super Bowl and in key moments came to fruition. I saw it when we played them twice, but more so in the Super Bowl, they were able to rush just 4. They did lose Sweat. I think that hurt them, but I like this team. They're stacked. I think that they could repeat. Got some questions, but
I agree.
they've been able to answer a lot of those so far. So we're gonna find out what type of team they are. I think they're the 2024 Chiefs with more talent, but we'll see.
I agree. Eagles are just a team that's going to be able to go out there and compete every week. It doesn't matter. They crack the code early, and nobody else has figured it out yet. Nobody's listening to what they're telling you, which is just go draft all the guys that go to the same top tier school.
Yes,
defensive players. Go draft every single Ohio State guy you can. Like Jack Sawyer, the guy that went in the 3rd, 4th round in the draft, was one of the best people getting pressure. He did really crazy things at Ohio State. I have no idea how he wasn't a first-round talent. Blows my mind. But here we are. People are finally figuring out, hey, if you draft a bunch of Georgia guys, they're all going to work together. Who'd have thunk it?
The quarterback list, I can't wait to hear yours. It's going to be good. Who's your number? So your number 2 is the Lions, right?
My number 2 is the Lions, yeah.
I like it.
I would normally say that my Eagles would be, and I say my Eagles just because I love how they're building their team. I love the aggressive part. That's exactly how I would build my team. But I actually have the Eagles outside of the top 5 because I have so many offensive concerns. I don't believe in A.J. Brown. I don't believe in Devonta Smith. Saquon Barkley's regressed massively.
He's not playing as well as last year, even though he's still really good.
Correct. So that's why I said like the Rams are over them, in my opinion. I feel like the Rams lost the game, but they truly showed me that they're going to be able to win it. This was just that one where you're like, what the hell, dude? Come on. Like, how could you lose this? I feel like 99 out of 100, they close it out.
And people are focusing on Saquon, so Hurts is going to have to get something going.
Correct.
But you're right. Like, they should have closed this out. They probably should have closed out the playoff game, too. So I'm going to be curious if the Rams can finally close the deal on them. It's kind of like how the Packers couldn't beat anybody like good last year. The Rams can win those teams. Their division is starting to actually I don't believe in the 49ers because they're too hurt, but the Seahawks defense is special and the Cardinals are solid. So the Bills are number 1 for me. I just think
they're number 1 for me too.
You get the best quarterback in the NFL. I'm concerned about the defense, but if this guy's playing like this, I mean, and Keon Coleman starting to step up and Dalton Kincaid stepping up and you got Shakir and Cook, what are you going to do? How are you going to stop that team I was impressed the Dolphins got 3 stops. How are you going to stop that team and hold them to under 25 points? Good luck. I don't know.
I agree with you, but I feel like that's how they're built. They're built to have Josh Allen win the game for them. They're not built to go out there and run the ball and do all that. He is going out there to Superman win the game. He's not doing the basic stuff. He's not taking the checkdowns like he normally should and everything like that. I mean, no offense. That's how you get that Josh Allen where he passed the ball to the dude on the sideline and then he pitched it back to him and he ran a touchdown in. That's only something Josh Allen would try, just kind of like the falling passes, the only thing that Patrick Mahomes would try.
Yeah.
If they're truly going to go by Josh Allen and Josh Allen everything. So if he can carry them, then they can go as far as, they want. But I have concerns about them. I would actually be interested in them shaking it up depending on how bad the wide receiver room is. Obviously, we're seeing guys get open. Keon Coleman, like you said, was taking that tiny little step forward. I don't necessarily love Khalil Shakir this year. I feel like he has
not so much.
Yeah. So to be honest, when you were talking about your Packers, if I was the Bills, I might make a call and say, hey, man, I'll give you Khalil Shakir for, your 1st round pick and then have them go try and figure it out next year. Because if they can't use Khalil Shakir in the way that they need to, they just need to get rid of him.
It would suck because he's I feel like he would just be like one of the other guys we have. Maybe a slightly better.
I think he would honestly be your wide receiver 1. I think he would take a lot off of your guys' shoulders. And especially this week, for example, we're going to be able to see how do they feel about Khalil Shakir. They are playing the Saints. Then they play New England and Atlanta before a bye where they come out and play Carolina. So for the next 5 weeks, which is 4 games, they are going to show you exactly how they want to win games. And it's going to be through James Cook. It's going to be through Josh Allen. And it's going to be through trying to get after the quarterback. Just try and disrupt as much as you can, as much chaos.
He's another 6', 190 guy. It's like I don't want any more.
I agree, but the problem
190 guys, man.
Is like I can't think of anybody that would actually trade their guy that's actually a big tall one, unless to be honest, you go in division and you say, you know what, Lions, I'll give you a 3rd round pick for Isaac Tesla.
Oh, if they would do it, absolutely,
they would do it.
Shakir hasn't even like been that outstanding. He had 800 yards last year. That was his best season. Like, to me, he's like a Jaden Reed. He's had Josh Allen throwing the ball. Yeah, like, I know they went heavy run last year. You're right. He probably would be our number 1 right now because Jaden Reed's out. Yeah. He's our number 1. He's hurt. And who's our number 1? Romeo Doubs. Like, yeah, I agree. He probably still would be, but it's not like a massive. I would love to get a massive upgrade. Like,
but if that's the case, you're going to have to liquidate something. You're going to have to make a big trade.
I agree. When you still need a play, AJ Brown, like in this game, can give you that 100+ yards. I love guys when they can step up and do it.
I don't think AJ Brown's that good.
Really?
Yeah, I think AJ Brown's at best top 10. At best, he has circumstantially where he can be the best guy out there. But everybody has their day.
At his best, I think he's there. Okay, so to recap really quick, because my dog is starting to get restless. Okay, so I had I'm going to throw the Rams in that honorable mention, but I had the Rams, Bucks, Colts, and the 49ers as honorable mentions. And then I had the Lions at number 5, the Packers at number 4, the Chargers at number 3, the Eagles at number 2, and the Bills at number 1.
Yep. I don't remember mine because I did it off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it was honorable mentions to the Eagles, honorable mentions to the Chargers. Number 5 was the Packers. Number 4 was the Ravens. Number 3 was the other team that is escaping me right now.
Can't remember who it was. You had the Lions at 2. You had the Bills at 1.
I'm sorry. I had the Rams at 3.
Rams at 3.
I had 2. Lions at 2, and then the Bills at 1. So, yep. And again, I think that there's so much potential with these teams. Could I see a scenario where the Packers become number 1? Absolutely. But you're going to need to see Jordan Love take that next step. Could it be the Bills? Yes, but we need to see Josh Allen take over the game. Could it be the Lions? Yes, but we need to see, Jared Goff go out there and beat a good team at a high level. I understand this Ravens win is 1, but realistically, they lost that game until the fumble. It was pretty much wrapped up. So you can't bet on that. That's not something you do. So in my opinion, the Lions lost that game. That's where I'm keeping it up here. But honestly, 50 and then you hang 30 and change on somebody. Oh man, that's going to be tough to beat. Yeah.
I'm curious how their defense is going to be. We're going to find out. But this was fun, guys. Please go subscribe to Fun Football Podcast and Roll Coverage Pod. And we will see you guys again soon. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you.